Tell me about yourself.
Hi, thank you for having me today. My name is Rose, and I'm a recent graduate passionate about making a positive impact through organized, mission-driven work. I grew up in Colorado and graduated from the University of California, Berkeley last year. Since then, I've been focused on building practical experience in program coordination and operations. I'm detail-oriented, enjoy working with people, and I'm excited to start my career in a role where I can support meaningful initiatives while continuing to learn and grow. Outside of work, I love hiking, reading nonfiction, and volunteering at local community centers.
Educational background, current situation.
I graduated from the University of California, Berkeley in May 2025 with a bachelor's degree in political science and a minor in public policy. Right now, I'm living in the San Francisco Bay Area and actively pursuing full-time roles in program or operations support. I've been supplementing my studies with part-time administrative experience and volunteer work while job searching.
What did you study, and why did you choose this subject?
I studied political science with a minor in public policy because I've always been interested in how organizations and governments solve social problems and create change. I wanted to understand systems, how policies are made, how resources are allocated, and how different groups work together, or sometimes don't. Berkeley offered excellent courses in governance, nonprofit management, and data analysis for public issues, which felt like the perfect combination of theory and practical application for someone who wants to work in the operations or program side of mission-driven organizations.
Previous job role?
My most recent paid position was program assistant, part-time, at a small education nonprofit called Bay Area Youth Literacy Initiative, where I worked for 10 months during and after my senior year. Before that, I had 2 internships, one in university administration, student affairs, and one with a local environmental advocacy group.
Why did you leave your last job?
It was a part-time, grant-funded position that ended when the specific program funding cycle concluded. The organization was wonderful, and I learned a tremendous amount, but the role wasn't converting to full-time. I'm now looking for a permanent position where I can take on more responsibility and grow long-term.
What are your strengths?
My main strengths are organization, reliability, and working well with different kinds of people. I'm very good at keeping track of details and deadlines without losing sight of the bigger picture. I also communicate clearly, whether it's with volunteers, colleagues, or external partners, and I genuinely enjoy helping teams run smoothly.
Technical skills, communication skills.
Technical skills, proficient in Microsoft Office, especially Excel for tracking and simple pivot tables, Google Workspace, basic Salesforce, Zoom or Teams for meetings, Canva for simple materials, and Asana or Trello for task management. Communication skills, I'm clear and professional in both writing, reports, emails, grant updates, and speaking, leading volunteer trainings, presenting updates in meetings. I listen carefully and adapt my style depending on whether I'm talking to a senior manager, a volunteer, or a community partner.
Teamwork ability.
I'm a strong team player. I believe good results come from everyone contributing and feeling heard. In my last role, I regularly checked in with volunteers and staff to understand what was working and what wasn't, then adjusted processes accordingly. I'm comfortable both supporting others and stepping up when something needs to be coordinated.
What is your weakness? How are you improving it?
I sometimes hesitate to delegate tasks because I want to make sure everything is done correctly, especially when I'm responsible for the outcome. I've been working on this by consciously assigning smaller pieces to others, giving clear instructions, and following up without hovering. In my last few months at the nonprofit, I delegated more scheduling and data entry, and it worked well. The team appreciated the trust, and I had more time for higher-level coordination.
Why do you want this job?
I'm excited about this officer role at Teach for America because your work in education equity really resonates with my values. Teach for America's mission to build a movement of leaders committed to ensuring all children, especially those from low-income communities, receive an excellent education inspires me deeply. I want to support programs that create real, lasting change by helping close opportunity gaps, and I see this position as a great opportunity to use my coordination and organizational skills while learning more about program management, stakeholder relations, and impactful community partnerships in one of the most respected organizations in the U.S. education sector.
Why should we hire you?
You should hire me because I'm organized, dependable, and eager to contribute from day one. I already have hands-on experience managing schedules, volunteers, data, and reporting in a nonprofit setting, so I can add value quickly while I continue to grow. I'm also someone who cares about the mission and will bring energy and attention to detail to help your team deliver successfully.
How do you handle pressure?
I stay calm by breaking big tasks into smaller steps and prioritizing what needs to happen first. I also communicate early if I see a potential issue. During final exam periods and grant deadlines at the same time last year, this approach helped me submit everything on time without panicking. I just focused on one priority at a time and asked for help when needed.
Describe a difficult situation and how you solved it.
Last spring, our volunteer management system crashed right before a big tutoring kickoff event. We had 35 volunteers arriving the next day with no confirmed schedule. I quickly created a temporary Google form to collect availability, called the most experienced volunteers to help troubleshoot, and built a backup spreadsheet schedule overnight. We still ran the event successfully the next day with only minor adjustments, and no one dropped out. It taught me to stay calm and find creative workarounds fast.
What are your salary expectations?
For an entry to mid-level officer position in this sector and region, I'm looking in the $58,000 to $72,000 range annually, depending on the full benefits package: health insurance, retirement contributions, professional development support, etc. I'm open to discussing what fits your budget and the role's responsibilities.
Are you flexible regarding salary?
Yes, I'm definitely flexible. The overall opportunity, the mission, the team, growth potential, and benefits matters a lot to me. I'm happy to find a number that works for both sides.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I hope to be in a mid-level program or operations management role, perhaps program manager or senior officer, where I'm leading small teams, managing budgets, and helping shape program strategy. I want to keep building expertise in nonprofit or public sector operations while staying connected to meaningful work.
Tell me about a time you worked in a team.
During my internship at the Environmental Advocacy Group, our team had to organize a community cleanup event with only 6 weeks' notice. I worked with communications, logistics, and outreach people. I took responsibility for tracking RSVPs and supplies, while others handled permits and promotion. We met twice a week, shared updates in a group chat, and adjusted plans when weather changed. The event had over 180 participants and was considered a big success. It showed me how good communication and clear roles make teams effective.
Do you have any questions for us?
Yes, thank you. What does success look like for someone in this role after the first 6 months? How does the team usually collaborate on projects, mostly in person, hybrid, or remote? What are the biggest priorities or challenges for the department right now? Are there opportunities for professional development or training in the first year?
Thank you message. Polite ending conversation.
Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today. I really enjoyed learning more about the role and your organization's work. I'm even more excited about the possibility of joining the team. Please let me know if there's additional information I can provide. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great rest of your day.
Good luck, Rose. These answers are balanced, professional, and authentic for someone at your career stage. If you want to adjust for a specific type of officer role or organization, feel free to tell me.